I probably look a little goofy swinging this hammer. I'm right-handed, but I broke my finger on that side, and it really can't take the impacts of swinging a hammer. That's why I was having Tony help with the bread part. So I probably look a little goofy, but I'm pretty much learning how to swing with my left arm. So. Hey everybody, this is Jeremiah at Reed Racing. We're back for another video today. In the video today, we're gonna install the flywheel clutch and make sure everything's lined up so that when the motor's ready to drop in. I was planning on combining this part of the video with dropping the motor in, but this part got a little bit too long. So in the next video, we'll drop the motor into the car and install all the bolt-ons and get it ready to fire, and at the end of the video, it might even show a video of it fired up so you guys can listen to it. Now, as always, if you guys learn anything, you want to follow along, I'm going to have a lot of racing videos from in the car and stuff like that coming out here shortly. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and with that, we'll get started. So right now I'm just taking these off because we have to put this back plate on the motor first with the flex plate. Then all the clutches go on after that. So how the clutches go together, these discs are a little worn, but they're not terrible. So this is a dual disc clutch. So basically we have this angle plate here. Just gonna sit in there like that. And then got this one of the metal plates here. Make sure to line those up. And then you're gonna drop one of these plates in, and these have a flat side and then a tapered side. So you're going to put the tapered side towards the outside on both sides. Then you have the other metal plate, and then obviously if you put this way, you have a clearance there you're not going to be able to close. So you need to have these towards the outside at all times. And then we'll use a input shaft to line those up later. On this side, we have the plate that we took off. And that's going to bolt onto the back of the flex plate. These all-star plates that I have, it has a sticker that shows the engine side. So that's the engine side. We're going to put that down. These also have these alignment holes here. I'm going to take all these bolts out real quick. We're going to flip this plate over, being careful not to lose the bolts. Like that. We'll get these in once we get this lined up. So the tabs here need to be over here. Alignment hole there. So that's lined up now. We're going to drop these bolts in. And then when this is lined up properly, you can actually get these other bolts in from the back side because all these holes line up. Like this, like so. And this thing is not cooperating. I'm going to put these nuts on here so that they can't fall all the way out. So you got to take this brass bushing out of here. It's basically just used as a pilot bushing for the transmission. And the way you get these out, from what I've been told, is just take bread and start pushing it in through here. And it'll basically pack in behind it, and the more you push in, it'll start pushing the bushing out. So we're going to try that. So that's all we're pushing out. Basically, these get wore out and the transmission moves around in there. So put a new one in so it helps keep the transmission from wobbling around. There's a new one. It's not as shiny, but small holes just a tad bit smaller. So if you guys look at this one on here, you can see how much it can move, where the new one really can't. I mean, it's got a little bit of play, enough that it can slide on there, but how we're gonna put this new one on is basically we're gonna put it on an old input shaft. If you don't have the input shaft, you can find a bolt that just barely fits in there and has flush face on it, or put a washer on it. And then we're just gonna drive it in. And also on these, I forgot to show up beforehand, but if you look at the one side, it's flat. If you look at the other side, it's got a convex face to it, or a, you know, a curved face to it. The curved face goes out because it sits against the curve of the input shaft of the transmission. And I run a Saginaw. Each one's going to be different, whether you run a Brin or a Falcon or whatever. Being that we race IMCA, we can't run a Brin or a Falcon. We're pretty much stuck with a Saginaw or Power Glide, and I'd much rather have a clutch. So I probably look at a little goofy swinging this hammer. I'm right-handed, but I broke my finger on that side, and I really can't take the impacts of swinging a hammer. That's why I was having Tony help with the bread part. So I probably look a little goofy, but I'm pretty much learning how to swing with my left arm. So I think it's safe to say that's all the way in. So now we're ready to put this flex plate on. We're going to line up this hole here with this hole. It's the only one that doesn't have bolts going through it. We're going to take all but 2 of these out of here. They're just going to kind of be in the way. And now that we got these started or set in there, they recommend using a thread locker on these, as well as working them down to 60 foot-pounds. So I'm going to put thread locker on all these. So now that we got that on there, we're going to pull these bolts back forward, take the nuts off. So if you guys go to rebuild your transmissions, or you tear an input shaft out and have to take it out, definitely keep your old input shaft because they come in handy for a lot of stuff. Driving the pilot bushing, lining up your clutch plates, making sure they're centered. If they're not centered, your clutch isn't going to apply very evenly, and it's going to sound terrible. And basically, when you get these tightened all the way down, these tabs here should be long enough that they're not quite tight on everything. That way it's, you know, not grabbing until you apply it, or until it applies the clutch. So the torque spec on the clutch cover is only 20 foot-pounds. So we can get it tighter than that with a 3/8 ratchet. So we're going to just set this to 20 foot-pounds. First, we're going to get these all snug. 20 foot-pounds isn't very much. So. Now that's done, we got the clutch on, flex plate on. Gotta pull these bolts out once you get ready to drop it in the car. But at this point, it's pretty much ready to go in the car. And
We'll see if I'm doing that by myself or if I'm going to get some help.
So there we go. I hope you guys learned something today. We got the clutch and flywheel installed. In the next video, we are going to drop the motor in the car. We have some special guests that come and help out with that video, so make sure you tune in for that. If you want to get a notification for when that comes out, make sure to hit the bell down next to the subscribe button below. That'll give you a notification when the video comes out. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. If you haven't checked them out yet, make sure to check out our Facebook and Instagram links, as well as all our partner links down below. And we'll see you guys in the next video where we're dropping the motor and firing it up.